Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Look at Mario Kart 8. And in today's look at we're going in, and in today's part we're going into the second tournament, getting into the second Grand Prix, which is the Flower Cup. So let's just get straight into it. I've changed up the setup that I had from the last game, from the last part. So, because the last part I showed karts, so this time I'm showing off bikes. And this is the first track, Mario Circuit, which I think looks amazing and is a personal favourite. And away we go. The bikes are actually, I think, a little bit more difficult to handle. Ah, shit. Damn it. The reason being is that that when you're drifting, wherever they're pointing, they just turn a lot more. The turning is a lot more sensitive than the karts are, which I guess makes sense, but it also makes it a hell of a lot harder to. Damn it! I missed. Just makes it more difficult. So yeah, at the moment I'm using the Link's bike, which is part of the DLC, the first DLC pack, and this overall is a pretty decent bike. Actually, it's pretty quick, handles pretty well, and also it's kind of nice. I like it. I like the design. Looks like a horse. Which I guess makes sense for Link. And with the track itself, the track is I did it again! Shit! Just, fuck you, have a banana. With the track itself, it actually has a lot of turns, and it has a few chicanes and a few branching, sweeping corners, as well as a couple of tight corners. And overall, it's just quite a fun track to go through. So yeah, I really like this track. I just like this track a lot. I also think it has a... Yeah, I finally hit it. Also has a really good look to it. Nice setting, and just overall fun track to just be able to blast through. You can keep up your speed relatively well, and there's a lot of opportunity for high acceleration with drifting and all that kind of stuff. And there's the bike. Just looks badass. I love that. It's a really cool design. But let's move on to track number 2 of the Flower Cup, Toad Harbor, which is I seem to have said this a lot, but this is, I would say this is my favourite track of the lot. I love this track so much. It's just so much fun to go through. And look at those 4 exhausts. Go. So I really like this cool. I really like this track for a couple of reasons, but the main reason is because with pretty much every part of the track there's fuck you. Oh, I got 1 coin back. There's different routes to take, which can significantly speed up your track time, and it also makes it a lot more. And it makes different runs through the track more interesting. Means that it has a it's just a lot of fun to go through. There's different areas you can go to. There's different ways of picking up different power-ups and stuff. Plus, I think aesthetically, it's just a really good-looking track. I just like the whole seaside kind of, or harbour, I guess, kind of look. It just suits it really well. Plus, it's nice to see. I guess it's just nice to see Toad having a bit of a spotlight and having a nice, having a second track for him is awesome. So, because the other one he's got is Toad's Turnpike, which will be later on. I also like the little detail of like those little trams that go past. Each time they have like different logos on them, and same with those yachts. Oh shit! Let's take the low path. Yeah, they all have like different characters' logos on, like Luigi and Wario and Mario and all that kind of thing. Just overall very fun track to blast through, which is something I will say is a positive for the majority of the tracks in Mario Kart 8. Ooh, let's concentrate for a little bit. Yeah, it's something I will say for all the tracks really, that they all have that they're all relatively well paced, and they all have a lot of good speed, and you know, allow you to keep up your speed through it for, you know, the majority of the race. So yeah, that's Toad's Harbour. Really fun track. It's my favourite in the game, I think. Well, at least my favourite of the original 8 cups. So now we move on to track number 3, Twisted Mansion, which is probably the most difficult track of the early cups. Also has a different feel. The rest of them are all kind of very nice and... Fuck you, baby Rosalina. They're just very fun to... Why did I do that? Oh, I'm gonna crush you. Cheers. Whoever threw that, thank you very much. Yeah, there's a... This one feels a lot... feels a bit kind of darker in tone. It's not scary or anything like that, I guess. Well, it's not, but I just mean from the point of view of the other ones are very bright, very colourful, and ridiculously cartoony, and this is a bit darker. Just has darker colours. Quick side, I'm quite surprised that I managed to get 2 of these sonic boom box blocks in like in the space of a single race. Because I got one right at the beginning which I wasted, and now I've got another one. 50cc though. And this is let's show. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to show off the bottom path now. It's just a bit slower. And you can't get your speed up as well. Yes, overall this is a bit more of a challenging track, because this is the first one which has kind of the stuff like the rippling surfaces. Oops, that could have gone so badly wrong. Ha! Twice? Bullshit. I do like that little detail of how if you're small and you get a shell, it kind of looks a lot bigger. I like that little detail. Ow, my thumb. I also like that little detail of the you can see like the scraping of people drifting, of characters drifting on the floor. I guess technically it doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering it's underwater, so it shouldn't stick, but whatever. And that's Boo's Mansion. Bit of a different looking track. It's actually a nice change of pace, at least the look of it. And it's fun to go through, but you know, it's a bit of a change up in difficulty because of a lot of tight turns, and especially in like the 100, 150, 200cc, it can be properly brutal if you don't know what you're doing. And now we get into the final track of the Flower Cup, Shy Guy Falls, which again is another nice change of pace, I think, in terms of the way it looks. This is another one which has a lot of tight turns, and we get a tight turn right from the off into another tight turn. Actually, that's one thing which I will say, one difference between the bikes and the carts is that, whoa, and I love this little section here, it just allows you to get up a fuck ton of speed. But yeah, the difference between bikes and carts, or a major difference, is the fact that you can make tighter turns at a higher speed, so you can bikes are still faster than carts, but it wasn't like it was in Wii, because in Wii the bikes were like, if you knew what you were doing with a bike, it was just absolutely brutal in terms of the amount of speed that you could pick up. No! Oh, right there, you fucking... But I can get away now. Keep up a bit of speed, and we're away, we're done. And that's Mario Kart in a nutshell. Reason why I love it, reason why I fucking can't stand it. So let's go down the bottom path now, just to show it off, and just so I don't... I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, I'm not gonna say anything, that was bullshit. So yeah, in terms of the track itself, the look is less dark than the previous track, obviously, but still has a more subdued colour palette than the rest of the levels. I also like the jungle ruins and jungle mines kind of aesthetic. It looks kind of nice. It looks really nice. In terms of the track itself, in terms of how it's set up, it feels it's very nice. It's got a lot of it's pretty challenging. It's got quite a lot of turns, and any track which has multiple pathways I absolutely adore. Oh, go, go, go! There you go. And we finished that Shanghai Falls. That's another. It's a pretty fun track to go through, but it can also be quite tough. It's one of the more graphically impressive tracks, I think, and it also is. I like the going upstream with the boosters. It just feels very different, and it feels different, and it's fun to play through. I like it. It's a really good track. And when it loads, there you go. That was the Mario Kart 8 Fire Cup. Yeah, that was an excellent maneuver. I love that turn. Screw you, Baby Rosalina. I beat you. Ah. Asshole. Whoever did that, you deserve to die. And that's it. We're done. That is the Flower Cup. All done, all sorted, all shown off. 4 good tracks, and a bit more challenging than the first cup, but the right difficulty curve, if you ask me. Okay then, so just let me select everything, and then we're gonna go. Okay, so join me next time when we'll be going through the 3rd cup in Mario Kart 8. That is the Star Cup. So join me next time when we'll go through the Star Cup. So see you then.